Now we're seeing the real market movement come back in. Yes, we're seeing some very crazy buying candles, for example. We're seeing strong buying coming in. This is the participants of the market actually starting to get interested now. We do have a long way to go. This is just the beginning. Okay, this is the very beginning. I look at the daily and I see an excellent uptrend trend change. I look at the weekly. We're back in the cradle zone now. We could see a bearish candle there, but right now, that weekly downtrend is still in place. There is a tentative higher low. It's not a great one. It looks much better on the daily, but it's starting to look a hell of a lot better than it has done for a very, very, very long time. The podcast here is to share the journey, the experiences, and the help with the lessons, to also complement the education that I teach and provide people with at TraderCobb.com. Now I think we're going to see a lot more opportunities. Now, we have not had a bull market to trade yet. Now, my clients that have been doing my courses, that have been in my Slack group, that have been on my scans, we've all done well this year. Don't get me wrong, we've done well. We've had some good opportunities to short. We've also had some good longs. They've just been short-lived. We see a lot more runners. So if I get into a trade, I might get 100 to 1 reward on my risk. Now, I'm not talking about 100x as far as growth of a particular token. I'm talking about 100 times the risk multiple. So if I risk 1,000, I can make 100,000 if I get a runner. This is what trading is all about. This is what trading crypto is all about. And if I'm honest with you, the downtrend, yes, we've done well, and yes, there's been some big moves, but it's when we start to get the skates to the bulls and we start to move forward, upward, that's when the massive money can be made, and that's where trading also complements your investment portfolio. When you time your entry in this market, you can do phenomenal numbers. Phenomenal numbers. Now is the time to get the hell off the fence, because the bulls are back. We've got an uptrend, and it's going to leave you behind if you don't get going. So get up off your backside and get stuck in right now. People that have their own beliefs and have their own systems. Look, I'm not trying to change what you do. I'm just telling you how I do it. Look, you can choose to listen to me, follow me, be a part of what I do the courses or not. It doesn't really worry me. I do what I do, and people like what I do or they don't. And that's completely up to each and every single individual. I'm a technical trader. I've been doing this for 12 years, and it's been my life. But one thing I can tell you right now is that I am not wrong when I tell you that Bitcoin is in an uptrend. Now, I did not make a claim that Bitcoin would go to 20,000 by the end of the year. I did not make a claim about any price at all. What I did was state factually, based on the definition of trend, that Bitcoin is in an uptrend and that I am now bullish. These are facts. This is just the way it is. Simple as that. Am I bullish Bitcoin? Yep. Will anybody change my mind? Nope. What will change my mind is if we see a lower high and a lower low. That's it. So I've been a few steps ahead here. This is not news to anybody who's been following my content. But that's the reason that I am bullish. Am I concerned that we're going to see a reversal? No, I'm not. I'm sitting here waiting for opportunities to enter. This market looks very, very strong. It's just about being patient and waiting for the opportune moment to get in. I don't put any weight whatsoever, nil, on the crossing of moving averages. I know people call them golden crosses. I know they call them all sorts of things. I call them a complete and utter waste of time. They mean nothing, because if you understand what moving averages actually are, i.e. a moving average of price, you'll understand that the crossing of those things don't mean anything. The crossing of two moving averages that I use, the 10 and the 20, just simply means that over the last 10 candles, it's moved up. We know that Bitcoin is our shining, knight in shining armor. It's our index, right? When Bitcoin moves, the rest of the market does. As a matter of fact, out of all of these charts right now, Bitcoin is actually looking the more bullish out of the lot, which is quite an interesting thing. I guess some things that I think are important surrounding how you trade, invest, and how you take part in this space. We've recently seen some fairly decent moves, 24-hour big moves in the marketplace. Now, whether the time you listen to this it's still relevant as far as that there's been a big move recently or not, the lesson behind what I'm going to say is still there. It's still very, very relevant. It's still very, very important. You're just here for it to go up, then that's fine, but it's about understanding what projects to be in. I've been feeling very bullish about Bitcoin and crypto in general for a long time. Even throughout the fall, I was still very bullish long term. I believe in this space, I believe in this market, and I believe in what blockchain can do for the world. So therefore, for me, it's about finding really, truly fantastic projects that have a real world use case and that can actually be a functioning business. I see investing in this space the same as I see investing in stocks and shares. I will research the tokens, I'll work out what I think is right, and I'll place my money there. And I'm looking for a gain over years, not months, because I want to see, I'm not investing in a project that I think will be around for 3 months and then gone and do well over that period. I'm looking for a project that I can put my money into and then leave it, and it will grow over years and years and years. If you tie yourself to the feeling good or bad based on the movement of the market, then I think that you might be overlooking some of the really important things that crypto has to offer. So I challenge you to get out there, do a bit of research on the space, on the market, as opposed to just being within it.